Do the same work. Bitch, I done tried a 9 to 5 and do the same work. Bitch, I was born black. Can't no whites compare to that. I done seen a lot of niggas lose their lives cause of that, and that's a born fact. Cause I'm black, I'm supposed to lay down and take the shit you giving me. Well, bitch, I ain't gon' stay down. My hands up, screaming, don't shoot. Because I'm black, these pigs, they be quick to let it loose. We gotta come together, take a stand now. Get this man out the White House, we done playing around. Yeah, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, non-gender conforming individuals. Welcome to another episode of Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. It is the morning trap, and I am joined by Mondale Robinson. How you doing, man?
Blessings, brother.
Man, speak up, man. It's too early in the morning for all
Peace
that.
and blessings to you and Marcus, brother. I just want y'all to know that I wake up in the morning extremely excited to hang with you. What's up, nigga?
Marcus Farrell, how you doing, man?
What's up, y'all? We've been at it already this morning. I mean, literally, it was probably a show before this show started. So we're already in full form. You know what I mean? Mondale called me out at least 4 or 5 names already before we even got started.
The only names I called Marcus was beloved, handsome, nice haircut, gentle.
You called him King. Good morning, King.
They definitely called him King. Those are
the top. That's what you got to call each other now. Black men, black women got to call each other.
What up, King? What up, King? I tell people all the time, don't call me no King. You call me King, that means I'm oppressing somebody. I got subject. I don't have subjects. I don't oppress
subscribe to the monarchy, patriarchal monarchy.
I'm not trying to replace white supremacy with that form of black supremacy.
Oh man, you got people who will tell you right away there ain't no such thing. There could never be such thing as black supremacy. That'd be the first thing.
If we're looking, if your objection or if your idea of getting us free is to oppress them, then you're looking for the same shit they got going on. I don't need that.
I feel that. It is Monday morning.
With that said, what up, Kings?
What up, King? What up, King? Mondale.
That said, it is Monday. It is October 26, 2020, and we are 8 days away from the election. We want to shout out everybody in the chat room. Cheryl K over on YouTube, Terrell Felter. We got somebody with a long username, A18, something. Good morning to you. Lisa, good morning to you. We see you. Edward, we see you. Deborah, Angie, Paula.
Wait, don't forget Facebook.
I forget. I feel like that DMX song, Tasha, Tanisha, Missy, April, Tammy.
About 3 Kims.
Shout out to the folks I see on Facebook, Diane, Tosha.
That's my mom. Hold on. That's my mom.
Who?
It's Miss Kanye. Diane. That's Mrs. Kanye.
Good morning, Queen. Salutations.
Hey Marcus, right? Somebody named Tasha Johnson said, "Good morning, King."
I'm sorry, guys.
Y'all be checking to make sure the audio coming through. The audio's fine. I'm producing this thing. The audio is gonna be fine, Marcus. You have to go.
All right, man. I'm just looking at comments, my brother. Good morning, Darren.
All right. We got Nick is in the house. Nick whatever or Nick what? Nick changes her. Somebody said my mic is not right. Well, my mic is always. Popping. Hang on, I can crank it up a little more if need be. How's that, everybody? Make sure you can hear everybody right.
Oh yeah, that mic's right in your face now. We can hear it.
Yeah, make sure make sure the input is right. I'm being on the make sure the move a little bit to the left.
Hold on a second. Marcus.
Yes.
I think you're using the wrong mic. Can you make sure it's plugged in? Is it corded in?
Switch your audio input.
Marcus, go to your
That's
settings.
not the microphone that I interviewed AOC on. That's not
Marcus, go to your settings, Marcus. Go to your settings, Marcus. My feedback is not coming through, Marcus.
Oh no! You know what's funny? I was totally using the wrong input. Thank you for saying that, Mondale. I was on the wrong input.
That was Marcus who said that, and the student has become the teacher.
I was legitimately using the wrong input. Here we go. I had to take a look. I see what you're saying. Now all the white noise should be gone. We should sound like new money, cash money. Yeah, there you go. Everybody said that's better. Okay, so thank y'all. Okay. What's hilarious is, Marcus, you're absolutely right. And me sitting here bragging, oh, I got everything under control. I'm the producer. Just when I say some shit like that, that's when I get it backwards. So that's good.
Yeah, Melanie said you had an echo, and it was unusual.
Okay. Well, we good. We should be good now.
Said it's more than usual.
There it is. April. Let me put April on the screen just because she's the most accurate. She's the most accurate I've ever seen anybody in the comment section said your microphone sounds the best now. There we go. All right.
Wow.
That's it.
But I'm gonna fly home and get my microphone. I'm gonna fix all this shit.
Well, let me tell you something. Statements like that from you, young lady, will have this show spending thousands of dollars. So you need to stop. Okay.
Hey, listen.
Actually, ladies, we'll have Marcus spending thousands of dollars.
Bro, you spent the same amount on these cameras as I.
If y'all saw Mondale Robinson set up, see, don't allow first off, don't believe Mondale. Just don't do it for the rest of this show.
I'm at my grandma's kitchen.
It's a 1,000 count T-shirt.
Egyptian cotton T-shirts.
It's an Egyptian cotton T-shirt that he got on. I can't even hear you, and it's so awesome that we can't hear him right now.
I did it on purpose, bro. I was doing it on purpose. 1,000 count T-shirt though. All right, game over.
A 1,000 count Egyptian cotton T-shirt.
Can we just talk about how many motherfucking young people have voted this election cycle?
It's so dope.
Can we talk about in swing state how black young people, brown young people,
it's out of control,
in
man.
general are through the fucking roof at the polls? Can we just talk about that? Which means all this bullshit, all these posters have been saying is lies. Oh, guess what? That makes Monday not crazy again. Told y'all, them posters are bullshit. And in the words of Marcus Farrell, don't believe your lying ass eyes.
There you go. These
motherfuckers are at the polls like crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. In North Carolina, I think it's up 100 or something. Like this time in 2016 was like 30,000 young folks.
I'm trying to find that graphic. Has anybody seen that graphic that shows like just how ridiculous?
Yeah, I posted it. I sent it to you.
You sent it to me. Where you sent it, on Facebook or Twitter?
I mean, I posted it. Hold on.
I want to give another not normal shout out real quick. Shout out to the Biden-Harris campaign. You know why?
They're killing it.
Hey, the Biden-Harris campaign right now is killing it. First off, number one, I haven't heard as many black people complaints that I did from the Clinton campaign that I did from the Biden campaign. And what's the black people complaint? Oh, they ain't showing up and they ain't talking to so-and-so. Don't get me wrong. I still hear these complaints, but not to the massive level that the Clinton campaign did. Number two, I'm going to give another shout out to the Biden campaign because have you noticed something? And maybe America needs to just knock on wood together. Joe Biden hasn't made a gaffe in a couple of weeks. That's right. Joe Biden hasn't shot himself in the foot in a couple of weeks, and that is
that's a miracle.
Effort from the Biden-Harris campaign.
Somebody said Joe Biden is the opening act for Barack Obama's Drop the Mic tour.
That works too. Whatever we got to do, get this fast.
Man, people crazy, man.
Hey, listen, no, I mean this campaign, the Biden-Harris campaign is actively acting like they want to win, which is different for Democratic campaigns, right? I mean, the simple fact
it's like they're listening to somebody.
Huh? Yeah. The simple fact that they corrected the gaffes, the simple fact that they are embracing some of, not all, but some of the grassroots movements around them, considering the fact that they're actually not just talking to Democratic insiders, and Kamala Harris, Senator Harris was in Atlanta this weekend, and I'm, as you might know, I'm in Atlanta.
Go straight from the bluff.
Yeah, and all of the events that she went to. Most of the events she went to.
She went to eat at Busy Bee.
Yeah. Right.
I swear to God, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, she was. Well, so she was also in Phoenix, and I used to live in Phoenix too. And she was in all she was at the Barrio Cafe. I was like, whoa, you in the hood? All right, go ahead. So you know what I mean? So, but no, Kamala was actually talking. Like I think they hear us. And now
they better hear us. But go ahead.
I think they hear us. Now I'm starting to agree with Mondale a little bit that there are people pushing, because you can't have a show like Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap running around talking the shit that we talk, and then y'all don't do nothing. Huh. You can't have that, because if y'all lose, then y'all will prove us right. And y'all can't give us no props.
Right, you can't give us that much credit.
Y'all can't give us that much credit.
I pulled it up on the screen. It's on the screen right now. I wanted to jump back into the Florida. This is early voting in battleground states, ages 18 to 29. Florida, 257,720 people voted so far in 2020 as compared to 44,000. North Carolina.
Ben. Stop.
Yep.
Say that shit again. So let me give people context. Every year we use on statewide elections, every time there's a statewide election in Florida, we lose by about 66,000 to 100,000 voters. Say that number again, bro.
257,720 people between the ages of 18 and 29 have voted in Florida so far, compared to 44,000 in 2016. That's
guess what that is, Donald Trump?
Goddamn.
An insurmountable motherfucking number of votes for your punk ass.
Yeah. And that's just in Florida. North Carolina, 204,000 as compared to 25,000. And then the last one is pretty low on my screen. It is Michigan, 145,201 in 2020 between the ages of 18 and 29, compared to 7,512.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. These posters going around here, Marcus. You know it. I ain't got to tell you, but you know it. These posters going around here running around asking these bullshit ass questions about excitement about Joe Biden and Donald Trump, as if that's going to tell you how people going to vote. That ain't even the right question. Like, Donald Trump team has more enthusiasm. Really? Why Democrats are outnumbering them 2-1 at the polls? Why young people at the polls? Young people stay home. Black people aren't going to vote.
Just to clarify, Just to clarify, the ignore the coloring scheme that MSNBC chose. The red does not indicate Republican. That's just how they're separate, differentiating between 2020 and 2016. That demographic is overwhelmingly voting for Joe Biden and against Donald Trump.
Have you does America know what a mollywhopping is?
Right. I talk about it every now and then on my show.
Let's talk about the mollywhopping that is about to be, possibly, Lord willing, this doggone election, right?
It's that cause and effect.
Let's hear it here first on Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. You got the cause and effect?
I can pull that up, but go ahead, talk about the mollywhopping while I pull the cause and effect up.
So a mollywhopping.
A mollywhopping is effect.
You take a dragging, you take an L, and you take a bad outfit, and you put them all together at once.
You forgot the main one they take.
Huh?
You forgot the main one they take.
What's that?
Ass
dignity.
No, an ass whooping.
Yeah, and an ass whooping, right?
Your dignity, your self-esteem, your pride.
And Donald Trump is looking ugly as a motherfucker right now, right? If you guys watched the 60 Minutes interview, we already saw segments of it.
Oh my God.
We already saw segments of it. But if you watch the whole thing, first off, shout out to Leslie Stoll, because
she killed it.
How she handled the president was like a kindergarten teacher handling your millennial child when you know that you're an overbearing parent. Like she handled him with delicate gloves, yet electric fence, right? Like, it was a beautiful thing to watch, the artistry that was that interview. And of course he got up and left. And I think 60 Minutes, you should go back and watch the interview, because one of the main questions that was asked was, what is your healthcare plan? And Donald Trump's response was to pull out, I don't know, a binder, like something that more pages than the Bible, like just a huge book full of like policy letters and plans and this, that, and the other, but it wasn't like a healthcare plan in general. So I think 60 Minutes should release that and be like, this is Donald Trump's healthcare plan.
No, Marcus, because it was empty, and it's like pictures that he drew of the house. It was like, remember the pictures you used to draw in kindergarten? Remember the house you used to draw in kindergarten with the tree beside it? That's all was in that motherfucker.
Mollywhop. Mollywhop. Hey, so it looks like it's gonna be a knock on wood, man. I think everybody
told y'all what it was gonna be. 1908 level. I've been saying this shit.
Renee Dessud on YouTube said it's gonna be a mud dragon. I have not heard mud dragging in a minute. Oh man.
She from the country. Renee from the country.
Yeah.
She from the South.
What's up, cuz?
You know, down south, it don't matter. Hey, if you from remotely from the same area, you family.
She know what a honeysickle is.
She know what a honeysickle is. Marcus, more importantly, she done sucked the honey out of honeysickle.
Yeah, she done sucked the honey out of honeysickle before. For the every last, if you ever get happy because it was a big old drip?
Boy, like, that shit used to be the best ones, boy. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all how country I am. So for y'all city folk don't know what we're talking about. These are flowers.
Did we lose Mark Mundell?
No. I'm Mundell, Ben. Can you stop treating us like we're not our own individuals?
We're individuals.
Like we don't matter.
Hey man, y'all both of y'all names start with M, so it's early in the morning here. Like you be lucky I'm even here. But go ahead, finish up. Mundell, Marcus, and Montreal. Go ahead, man.
Marcus.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
Marcus,
Finish
did he say Marcus?
I said
did he
Montreal.
say Monkey, Mundell, Marcus?
Monkey Mouth, Mundell, and Marcus.
That's what he said, ain't he?
Oh man,
Ben about to have a cause and effect situation. So what I was saying was,
knocked out my front teeth. Come on,
Mundell, you from the Marines, man. I'm gonna have to just shoot you when I'm on site. Ain't nobody trying to have we ain't causing no effect, nothing. We just gonna bang right on site. Go ahead, finish your story.
About Marines were swift, silent, and deadly. Ben. Swift, silent. Oh, he said, "Oh my God."
I don't know about the silent part.
When you look up in Massachusetts,
you swift, and you deadly. But
right.
y'all make a lot of noise, bro.
I mean,
y'all make a lot of noise wherever y'all go. Come on, man.
It's Mondale. Do you really think he's gonna approach you silently?
Exactly. He gonna make a scene, bro.
Don't get me wrong. It's a part of the skill set. It's a part of the Marine Corps skill set.
But they don't use it, man. They know they make noise everywhere they go, man.
So real quick, what y'all think? Because this weekend, with Kamala being in Atlanta, she said at multiple speeches that she has to earn the black male vote. Now, follow. I got two thoughts about this. First off, yes, you do need to earn the black male vote. Very happy that you acknowledged it. I wish it wouldn't have happened maybe, 7 days. I mean, 9 days before the election. You should have been saying that language a long time ago. But, the political powers that be, probably had to force your way out of that mindset and look at like real data. So I'm happy that she said it. Might have been a little late. The second thing is she sincere? And what does that mean, right? Because sisters are going to vote.
If these motherfuckers and Marcus, I love that. And go ahead and answer because I want to talk about that second question because that's powerful. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, no, is she sincere, right? And being sincere about a question like I have to earn the black male vote means that you have to actually tackle issues that you might have been systematically a part of at one point. And that right there to me means a whole lot when it comes down to acknowledgement of her history. Even asking the question kind of goes against some of the things that might have been done in her history. And it's a little late. But I actually really appreciate that came organically from her and not from a question in the crowd, right? I'm happy that she asked about it. Now, what she does, I mean, we got a lot to overcome when it comes down to dealing with black men in our communities. So for her to come to Atlanta and say it in Atlanta, I got to give her props. So shout out to that campaign. I think y'all are doing better.
Yeah. I liked a couple of comments in the comment section. Andrea says, "I don't really care if she's sincere as long as she delivers." Do you think that would y'all separate the two?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. We got
two different answers. Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Okay, so listen. So here's you cannot be sincere and deliver, but I think the difference here is I think we might have both of them. Like a great example of not being sincere and deliver is what happened in the 60s with Lyndon B. Johnson. That nigga didn't give a fuck about us.
Right.
But he had to deliver, right? He had to, the Civil Rights Act. But in this case, I think it might be different. Like, I think what Marcus said is profoundly correct. I think this is somebody who recognized who their past is, their elected past is, and just acknowledge it. Like, it didn't come from the audience. This is something that's on your soul. And also, I think I've heard from a source that that she's been wanting to say a lot of shit about black men and even sit down with a few of them like that we would be proud of. But you know, like Marcus said, the powers that be are the powers that be. So I'm excited about.
No, wait a minute, stop that shit, Mondale. You got to go back and explain that one. You just went way too vague for clickbaity political thirst trap, bro. Rewind. You got the rewind sound. Rewind. All right. What do you mean by she wanted to talk to black men in the past first? That's like, what do you mean by powers that be? Second. And thirdly, most importantly, what is her criminal justice past that you might be referencing to?
Well, okay, so first of all, her elected past is her elected past. She was attorney general and also district attorney. That's what I'm talking about. So when she say, I know I have to earn the black male vote, that's her saying, I know who I am as an elected official. So, because I mean, her Senate record is dope. So let's just say that. Let's be honest. She co-signed the Green New Deal, and that's a big thing for Marcus and me. And I think Ben care about the Green New Deal too. Yeah. So and then we just gotta admit how revolutionary the Green New Deal is, and to be a co-sponsor is a big deal. But you know, she has another side of her elected past that we need to talk about. Right. Yeah. And I think that statement says, hey, I know what I did, I know who I am, and also I'm still working to earn it. Right. I couldn't come to Marcus and be like, yo, I gotta earn your trust back if I didn't do something that broke it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the power in that statement. You asked me who the powers that be. Come on, man. You know the presidential process.
White Democratic consultants.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, thank you. And then let's go to the next one. What was the third question you asked my ass? Thank you, Ben, for cleaning that one up real quick.
No, I think you hit it. I think
can we just say something real quick? The white political class is killing black men. Can we just say that? The consultant class is killing black men. And when I say white, it happens to include some black people. White is a mindset that I can't stand. Whiteness is a mindset that I can't stand. And they're killing black people because they're trying to do some shit that worked in the 70s and 80s as it pertains to politics with white people, mainly. When baby boomers were the large voting bloc and you didn't need that much, the black vote didn't really mean that much.
Yep. And they still running that same sorry ass.
They still run that same shit now, and it's killing us, bro. It's killing us.
Before we move off of this though, Marcus, because Marcus, I don't want you to lose what you're about to say, but you were going to say the opposite of what Mondale said in terms of you got to be sincere in order to deliver. Or do you agree with his?
No, I think you have to. I think sincerity, even if you deliver a loss. I think you don't. I think if you're sincere in your actions and you deliver a loss, you're still sincere, right? And what I mean by that is you might come up to DC and say I'm going to deliver reparations, right? And then and you're the only person up there fighting for that shit. You didn't deliver, but you damn sure did what you said you were going to do. So I think that you can be sincere and deliver or not deliver, right?
All right. Cut that shit off, because let me tell you something real quick, man. That's low-key. What y'all just did, low-key, the dopest analysis that is in the political game right now on both sides, because both of y'all are spot fucking on. And what you just said, Marcus, really cuts to the fact that it don't matter how sincere you are if you can't deliver. And there's a lot of people running around here talking, and I don't even believe their sincerity, but a lot of people out here talking about all the purity politics that they talk about, but at the same time, they have no capacity whatsoever to deliver. And at the same time, Mondale, that we get the stuff that we gotten it from the most insincere motherfuckers that we've ever dealt with. So I just wanted to stop y'all mid-comment and say, we need a slow clap in the audience. Everybody put them clap hands together across the building.
Can I
celebrate these two kings?
I want to bring up one more thing, and that is this right here. Okay, look, man. Is Howie Hawkins about to win 8 days from now? No. And the answer to that is no, right? Is Donald Trump about to win 8 days from now? The answer to that is we really don't know, but it's looking like no. Is Joe Biden and Senator Harris about to win right now? And the answer is most likely yes, right? Okay. My goal is my cousin Jonathan Farrell died a couple years ago. And since he died, there's been hundreds of people shot and killed by police since that moment that my cousin got killed by
thousands, bro. Thousands.
right?
Yeah.
So this whole purity politics, you guys are voting for the lesser evil. They ain't doing nothing for us. If you guys, listen, first, I'll admit it. Brothers still got killed during the Obama administration, right? Yeah. Trump, the shootings got out loud, very personal, and also just open visceralness towards the black community.
Yeah.
I don't have the luxury to vote for Donald Trump. I don't have the luxury to vote for Howie Hawkins. November 4th, I guarantee everybody watching this show, November 4th, I'm going to be more accountable holding human being than anybody else. But if I want any chance of black people to stop getting killed by the police, it ain't through Trump and it ain't through Hawkins. Because Hawkins can't win and Trump ain't going to do shit at all.
But make it worse.
So y'all can call me a sellout all you want to. I'm probably as progressive, if not more progressive, than most people watching. I'm extreme leftist.
Hey, have you, Marcus? That's some shit. I'm glad you fucking said we on fire this morning. The universe, hallelujah, hallelujah, Lord. Shut up, listen, boy, listen. It's in my spirit. We're on fire this morning. Let me tell you why. You just said you could call me whatever you want to. You seen that statement from my brother who this is his first time being able to vote. He was locked up for a long time because of 94, because of some of the rules in the 94 crime bill. He said, fuck y'all, call me what you want to. I'm out here voting. He had a Biden and Harris shirt on. He's like, because you can't trick me about what's going on and who's responsible for it. So fuck you, call me what you want to, is what he said. So that's what I'm like. Stop talking to me like I ain't living through 2020.
Right.
Like Joe Biden ain't running against the motherfucker that's responsible for the horrors that was 2020. We've been in 2020 for 5 fucking years.
Listen, no, I want to continue.
Y'all tweet that out. We've been in 2020 for 5 fucking years.
Yeah,
hashtag political. Make sure you quote Mundell on there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to trick me like I don't know what's going on, bro.
Bro, this the thing, man.
When black people start quoting them dumbass Republican talking points, talking about,
come on, bro. I've been telling you.
Motherfucker trying to tell me, and I'm arguing with these stupid motherfuckers online. Like, you don't even understand it. What you're saying to me is part of, and I don't do that Russian, that Russian subversive shit. I don't do that.
Right.
But really, you are quoting these talking points that came from a fucking Russian troll farm, either in Iran or in Ghana. That's right. They had a Russian troll farm in the heart of Ghana. Russia did. So, and when you quote these talking points, talking about like targeting black men, these fake ass hashtags that keep popping up, like target black men, or all that shit is, listen, they do target us. We know that. But it's y'all. It's Republicans that are doing it mostly. So don't play with me. I ain't stupid.
Bro, it's the talking points that intersect. They got black men and a lot of black women, for that matter, out here sounding like white supremacists. Yeah. And they rap it in this lane. Like, for instance, a couple people we got to talk about this morning. Tariq Nasheed.
Can I say fuck that nigga?
I never really talk about that clown ass nigga on this show too much, on my own show too much. But this motherfucker out here talking pro-Trump, talking about what has Trump. This is what somebody sent me yesterday morning. That Tariq Nasheed was with Boyce Watkins discussing what has Trump done to hurt the black community. Name one policy that Trump has enacted that has hurt the black community. Now, I got that text at like 6 o'clock in the morning, waking up early in the morning. I didn't even have to go and Google nothing. I could go down the list off the top of my head, starting with the fact that 1 in 1,000 black people are dead as a result of COVID-19.
Boom.
Right? We can start there.
I guess that don't matter, though. It
don't matter. It don't matter because they don't think they probably part of the plandemic crew. People who don't think coronavirus is real, right? They call it a plandemic instead of a pandemic. That's just number one. Number two, Donald Trump is threatening to take away federal funding from HBCUs that teach critical race theory, man. Come on, now he's striking at the core. And then they were like, well, he did give them funding. Yes, he will give them funding so long as they don't talk about white supremacy. So if you're a step and fetch it ass nigga, he'll gladly give you money.
Well, I don't know.
That's just two off the top of my head at 6 o'clock in the morning without doing any Googling. Go ahead, Marcus.
Listen, I don't know that nigga. I don't know him.
He got a blue check, so he think he important.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I'm not trying to say positive or negative about him, right? I just don't know him. I don't follow him enough. I don't see enough from him. So this is what I'm going to say. We want to talk about policy. I don't give a fuck about policy. Let's talk about the ethos of what Trump brought.
Come on now.
I'm not fuck policy. Let's just talk about the ethos. This is something that no one in America can deny, right? So at least during the Obama administration, cops weren't as willing to show up to a voting precinct with a goddamn Confederate flag on their face trying to stop people from voting.
Yep.
At least during the Obama presidency, you didn't have white radicals literally trying to target a woman governor in the state of Michigan.
Say that.
Guns.
Two governors.
No, don't get me wrong. I understand that it wasn't perfect, and Obama didn't really help black folks out like that when it came down to police shootings and racism in America. But at least during the Obama administration, these motherfuckers weren't walking down streets. Look, you know what? Y'all remember Charlottesville? Y'all remember the woman was just protesting?
Right.
And somebody ran their car. So the ethos that Donald Trump, fuck a policy. The ethos that he brought certain white people in America that I'm going to kill, murder, pillage, kidnap, you know what I mean? Do things like perform hysterectomies on immigrants, on people that we've been bonded.
But they don't count. They don't like immigrants. So you might as well now they bring that up.
Whoa. You know why I don't like immigrants? Because they ain't thought that the most deported immigrant under Donald Trump
are black.
Is the black immigrant.
But you know how they make themselves not care about that so that they can maintain their hermetically sick bros because they're not ADOS.
I just want to make sure it's known that I don't know them niggas. I don't know them. Right?
Sorry for that, man. I don't know that, man.
Yeah, so I'm not.
He could be walking down the street. I wouldn't even know him.
It's not that I'm afraid of anybody. It's just that I'm going to be a little bit more careful on this show.
Well, I know that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
know, but I'm just gonna say where I'm coming from. I don't want to be that dude on this show to be like personally attacking niggas before I talk to them.
No. So I'm glad you said that. And
I'll let y'all do that. It's just that's where I'm at because.
Well, I know.
I'm glad you said that, Marcus, because I keep receipts. For my business,
you got something?
For my business, and then also for who motherfuckers are. So let me tell you what type of caliber. What caliber?
Send it to me. I can put it on the screen if you want.
All right, let me go. I'm gonna go in my inbox. I gotta figure out if it's Twitter or Instagram. Okay,
wait. Okay, why you do that? Why you do that?
Keep going.
And send it to me. Angry Jenkins says, "LOL at the ethos. Policy is all that matters." I want you to say that to the people. Say that to Ahmaud Arbery.
Mm-hmm.
Say that say that to Breonna Taylor. Right? Say that to everybody who is on the receiving end of white supremacy, this renaissance of white supremacy that is coming from Donald Trump and Donald Trump only. If you honestly think that ethos doesn't matter, I can actually give you more policy, right? The fact that they rejected, that they repealed the individual mandate has raised the price for health care for everybody in this country, especially black folks. And as soon as they get rid of Obamacare in the next week or two, all of your aunties that got the diabetes, got the sugar, ain't gonna be able to get no health care because of pre-existing conditions. Come on, man. So it's not only ethos, it is policy, but you cannot sleep on the ethos and the resurgence of white supremacy that has come because of Donald Trump.
I mean, one of the most popular T-shirts of the last 4 years has been "Don't let your president get your ass kicked." That's not a policy T-shirt.
Don't let your president get your ass kicked.
That's an ethos.
Let me tell you, Marcus. Let me tell you the ethos of Donald Trump, or the racistness of America. You would have thought if you came to this country after 9/11, anytime after 9/11, that America loved the FBI and New York firefighter, New York police departments, because you saw these white people in these shirts and these hats everywhere you went, right? Since Donald Trump got elected, all those shirts have been replaced with MAGA shirts, which tells us one or two things. It was all about white supremacy, right? The whole time, because Donald Trump does nothing but talk shit about police in this country. So they swear they love police, but Donald Trump goes in on the highest police officers in this country, the FBI, right? And the Justice Department are always the at the end of Donald Trump's fucking ride. They don't care about that. What they care about is whiteness, and Donald Trump's playing it. That's the ethos Mark is talking about. And if you don't think that's real, ask all the families who lost loved ones to racists since Donald Trump been in office. And it ain't just been black families either. It's been bombing of Jewish people. Synagogues. Come on, man. Like, I'm talking about for real hate.
Bro, we can't even. I can't even. It's been so long. You got to think about the church in Texas where a Donald Trump supporter went in and killed everybody, bro. Like
Donald
young
Trump supporter
kids.
that killed all the people in El Paso, bro.
Dude
drove to that town and shot all those people at a Walmart.
Bruh, I mean, we forget how long these last 4 years have been, but if we talk about the mass shootings of people who are direct supporters of Donald Trump wearing, I mean, it's international. Remember the Montreal shooting, or was it Ontario? Where was it? It was
no. It went as far as what's the island of New Zealand, my G?
New Zealand, bro.
What was it called? New Church or something like that?
They wear Make America Great Again hats, and they execute people based on white supremacy directly tied to what don't. So if you talk about policy, I got a long list of policies that he has enacted that have been detrimental to black people. But if you just talk about the culture and the ethos, we are being gunned down in these streets. Let's talk about policy. Look at the fact that Donald Trump told those NYPD officers to rough us up even more. When have you had a president of the United States stand in front of police officers, an entire graduating class of police officers, and say, I think you should rough them up more? Come on, man. Yeah, see, this is where pseudo wokeness intersects with white supremacy, and y'all out here doing the bidding of these racists thinking y'all woke.
Right.
Go ahead, Marcus.
No, I mean, y'all, these people really don't understand how fucking bad Trump is, man.
They don't because because they think they smart, bro. They think they smart, but they new to this. They ain't been doing this long enough. Go ahead.
Listen, when you don't know how to deal with a narcissistic manipulator, when you don't have the understanding of how the nuance to know what a narcissist is and that you're being manipulated by a narcissist, then you actually start becoming that narcissist victim and partner in crime. Right.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You start creating a codependent relationship with a narcissist, and some of these people have a codependent relationship with a narcissistic manipulator in Donald Trump, and what they don't understand is like, okay. And unfortunately, the Democratic Party hasn't done enough to nullify the complaints. So it would be completely illegitimate complaints if my party had stepped up and said, okay, we're going to be strong about issues that affect people of color, right? And just blatant about it. But that's not something that the Democratic Party did. Right. So we allowed Donald Trump to actually gain more footing in communities with bullshit policies and bullshit statements. If you look
empty ass promises, ass promises. He ain't delivered not on one of these promises. He said he's done the most for black people. Houseway, show me one thing.
Trump was on TV bragging about the fact that he was, I mean, you remember his rally? He was saying like talking about people who use drugs and drug offenders, like they need and nonviolent, they need more time, lock them up. It's 2020. It's 2020. They mad about 94 crime bill, but they ain't mad about this guy. Who's talking about?
Oh, you sent me the receipts, man. You really did send receipts.
I told you that's that nigga. That's my message to that nigga inbox. 20 when he's trying to. I told him he was wrong. He was talking about the white Democrats created an ad that sisters created, and I told him, and he still didn't correct it. And actually, after I sent him that message, he went a step further and called he went.
Hang on, let me pull this on the screen for the people so they can know what you're talking about. Give me 2 seconds to pull.
Let me set the context when you put it on the screen.
Go ahead and give the context while I pull it up. Go ahead, get the context.
Oh, okay, in the middle of September, or actually the late part of September 19th, 18th, these sisters from Atlanta put out this ad. Get your booty to the pole. Marcus, Ben, y'all seen it. Mm-hmm. And when they put this ad out, this Bama said white Democrats won't stop at anything to and they started talking trash about it. So I told him like, yo, this is not white Democrats. These are sisters who did this ad. I said it on the post. He still didn't delete it. And he was commenting all around my comment on his post, which means he saw my shit. So I went in his inbox, but that didn't stop because he went a step further. So if you go look at the dates from when I said this to him, you look at the dates when he said other stuff about white Democrats and Democratic Party.
Since you informed him.
Yeah, since then, he's still going in on white Democrats. I'm like, yo, honestly, what you're doing is devaluing black women and their work, not just the ones who were in the video dancing, but also those who produced it. So that
it's on the screen. Let me read. This is your message to Tariq. You said, bro, your message about those sisters' work is not a good look. They toiled for nearly 5 months and had the most substantial ad issue-wise than anything you've seen this political cycle. So why are we okay with everyone else using their platform, i.e. athletes, actors, etc., to talk politics, but not strippers? And he saw that message back on, and he's still out there attacking the get your booty to the pole because you know why? Because it fits into this. I'm gonna use the big words first. This patriarchal version of black supremacy, where women have to know their place just like they want white folks to know their place. And if you step out of your place, then they're going to correct you and say, sister, you're a queen. You shouldn't be like that, sister. And the whole time they want to control your sex. They don't mind your sexuality. They want to control your sexuality, sister. That's what's really at the core of it. And that's what he was doing. And not to mention, it's great for clicks, especially on YouTube.
That shit is narcissism. That is narcissism. I'm telling you. I'm not a psychologist, but that's narcissism. You know what I mean? Like, know your place, my queen. Yeah. I want to pull up something else on the screen to echo what we were saying. This is an image from a rally. Let me get on the screen now, because I need folks to really understand what the hell we're dealing with. This is a tweet from a dude I've had on my show, Jeff Charlotte. He's a smart dude. Said, tonight in Wisconsin, first the anti-Black Lives Matter flag flew outside of his rallies, then beside the American flag, and now it has replaced the American flag. That's significant. And you see the picture. They don't have the American flag in the black background. They have the Blue Lives Matter, the thin blue line flag flying in the background. And I'm sorry, that is completely representative of a shift in power in this country from a democratic system that we can operate in, and one that will come to the polls and snatch up our voting things. You saw what they did in New York, where they snatched up the PPE they were passing out to voters.
That's crazy.
Right?
Soon as early voter open.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, it is. If you cannot see the significance of this, it is because, one, you are the victim of propaganda, or two, you really think you're smart and you're really not. Right? Because these are a lot of people who brand new. There's a whole lot of people who brand new to this thing. And I'm trying not to insult y'all. I've been trying to be patient. But y'all are actively working against our liberation. Right? I don't see Joe Biden as a liberator. I see Joe Biden as a Band-Aid. Right? He ain't going to stop the hemorrhaging, but he definitely he ain't going to add to it. He ain't going to pour salt into the wound. He ain't going to inflame these Nazis. He's not going to fly a flag that is analogous to treason. Like, that thin blue line flag is the equivalent of the Confederate flag at this point, because it carries the same exact sentiment and the same exact purpose, which is to tell black folks where your place is.
Black people out here trying to get free and trying to make y'all know that our lives shit matter too. And what y'all do, y'all offer us some fucking Smurf lives. What are blue lives? Ain't no fucking blue lives in this country. That is the epitome of racism. The fact that we can say Black Lives Matter and you offer us a job. Nigga, what if I would have said basketball jerseys matter? Basketball jersey lives matter. What the fuck are you talking about? Blue lives. And it's so stupid. It's so stupid because guess what? All cops don't even wear blue uniforms. That's how unthought out this shit is. That's how dumb racism got y'all looking. Y'all talking about Blue Lives Matter, and you got a flag for it, chanting, not knowing that it's all about making somebody some money. The people that make those shirts, the people that make those flags, and they don't give a fuck about that. Because if you really cared about cops, then you'd be upset with Donald Trump is saying to the CIA and all of the intelligence community, and also how he attacks the FBI.
Let me ask y'all a question. Even if they let's say, peradventure, that everything this group of people say is true, right? And let me go down the list that they believe that there's no difference between Biden. Actually, they've gone one step further. They don't even argue anymore that Biden is the same as Donald Trump. I got some of these super woke Negroes who say that he's actually worse than Donald Trump. So I can't even finish the question I was going to pose to you, because they've upped the ante. They have gradually upped the ante from he's a neoliberal, so we don't want to mess with neoliberals. And then we get the logic of, well, we would rather fight a neoliberal than a neo-fascist. And what do? They move the goalposts and say, well, he's a fascist too. And then we break down and say, actually, words have meaning. He's not a fascist. He's a liberal. He's got X, Y, Z. And you know what they say? The 94 crime bill. Donald Trump actually has a long history of racism, but let's look at the present. What is he presently doing? And he is fomenting racism to the point of death. 1 in 1,000 black people have died as a result of coronavirus. So they go one step further and say, well, no. Joe Biden is actually worse than Donald Trump. So let's just call a spade. You want to support Donald Trump, right? Because no matter what we bring to you, you always make these false equivalencies, these whataboutisms, to justify not supporting Joe Biden. Fine, you ain't got to justify Joe Biden, but you've gone all the way to the point where now you believe that voting for Donald Trump is a lesser of two evils. I'm sorry, you lost your goddamn mind.
Hey, people tend to forget that Gilead was a diverse place.
You talking about on
Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah.
People tend to forget that.
Man, you and that GIF, it's GIF. It's a GIF and it's Gilead.
It's Gilead.
The bomb in Gilead.
Yeah, the bomb in
people act as if that place wasn't diverse, right?
You about to say something important here too, man. Go ahead.
Listen, man. There is a smidgen of patriarchal BS that is happening when it comes down to, trying to compare, Biden to Trump. Listen, yes, Biden is a staunch neoliberal, and I'm going to repeat this every show, right? But neoliberals will accidentally do something good. Fascists won't ever do anything good for anybody, right? And we can't.
They're gonna kill us, bro. They will. Yeah, they will come after us.
And I mean, not only just pushing the neoliberals, and the Democrats, but they're gonna have, like, the internet age and the amount of younger people who are actually showing up and being a part of the political process. If this many people vote this time, and it's the second time that they did this because they did it a couple years ago in 2008, and nothing is done this time. It's not the same thing just because of the internet. Like, I mean, one of the most interesting things is seeing a young black person saying I'm voting, but you know what? Like, they better not be full of shit.
That's it.
I mean, November 2nd, November 4th, we've been a little kumbaya this morning, but November 4th, if these two Negroes that I'm on this show with ain't with me on holding these niggas accountable in the White House, then I'm leaving the show. I'm not ever showing up again because I'm not doing the self-protection
with these fake ass threats. He know goddamn well we're over here. That's why he say that shit.
I just sent a shot across the bow.
The most unnecessary, boy. You flexing hard this morning. Go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead.
He ain't going nowhere. We could be out there bitch throwing rocks too.
Let me tell you something.
Wait. Can I back up on something you said though?
Ben and Mondale don't love you. I love you, and I'm going to make sure that the White House is accountable, whether Trump or Biden, because I ain't capping for nobody. I don't know what they doing.
See, the difference though, because I know our audience
doesn't cap either.
The difference is because I love the audience for real, and y'all some posers. The difference is that I know for a fact that the only way we can hold Donald Trump accountable is I'm honestly at the escalation that Trump is causing.
Get rid of him.
We got to match. We gonna have to take up arms literally to hold Donald Trump accountable, because they ain't out here with ballots. They out here with guns. They ain't at the voting booth just trying to convince you with their words. They're at the voting booth with their AR-15. And so if we have an opportunity to hold an administration accountable without having to take it to gunplay, I'm going to try that option first.
Ben,
period.
Can we have you either one of y'all received from any of your friends or whatever? I ain't lucky enough to get one of these messages. The messages from the Proud Boys telling you, we know you're a registered Democrat.
Yeah.
You better change your party. If you go vote for him, we gonna know.
Our dear brother and friend.
I've not seen that, bro.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I got a couple of those messages from my people, my homeboys.
Our dear brother and friend.
Hold on a second, G. My homeboy sent me that message, and that shit is yo. People laughing, but if a motherfucker is supporting of you or they believe they got your best interest in heart, why are they sending you threatening messages talking about?
I gotta see
what kind of voter engagement is that?
Hang on, let me see.
Our dear brother and friend of the show, Ben America, shared his text message. He's a Florida voter, and I believe they went to Florida. It was Florida, Michigan. I believe it was Florida, Michigan, and Arizona that the Proud Boys sent these text messages out.
No, they went to North Carolina. They in Philly. All of that nastiness. Yeah, so if you give a fuck about people, if you think you got a winning message, why are you texting people telling them you know how they register to vote, and if they go vote, you know you're gonna know you're gonna do something to them. Come on, man. That's a whole different type of voter engagement.
Man, that's buck wild. I want to go back to something you said, Marcus, before we shift gears. I want to talk about Gilead was a diverse country. You hit on that, and I've been trying to find a way to say it, but you said that, man. Because truth of the matter is they're going to, cause and effect, boy. Black man aligning with fascists. Got his teeth knocked out, but aligning with fascists. You got Candace Owens. You got all these people out here. You got Kim K. Klacik, aligning with fascists. You got all these people who are aligning with white supremacy that do the bidding of white supremacy because it pays good. And you got people who like to act like they signify the height of blackdom, of, as you say, Mundell, of niggerdom, but they really on the side of white supremacy, like Tariq Nasheed. Yeah. All of these people, when fascism comes to this country, it's going to be diverse, period. Thank you for bringing that up, Marcus. I think that is a dopest observation. We hitting hard this morning. Nick said, don't forget Kanye. His old
man, Kanye don't count. Kanye is. We praying for Kanye. Kanye's sick.
I don't blame that on his sickness. I blame that on his narcissism, man.
Oh, that's the sickness.
Okay.
Narcissism is a sickness.
Really, it is.
It is. You're right.
It is listed in the blue book, brother. It is a disorder.
All right, what's next on the docket? We got a long way to go. A lot of foolishness to cover and ignorance that is happening.
Talk about Jeezy walking to the polls, the largest polling location. Jeezy walking to the largest polling location in Georgia, not surrounded by anybody. People didn't even know who he was.
He had his mask on.
He had his mask on. He ran in there and go vote, and it came out. And instead of leaving without people knowing who he was, he walked to engage with the protesters. Walked to engage with people voting, thanking people for voting. I mean, this is a whole different level. No cameras with him, no street team. It's just him.
You had one camera. It's on the screen now. This is Mundell with Jeezy.
I keep a couple cameras with me. That's different.
There you go. Black Male Voter Project.
That man literally was out there, just doing his civic duty, being a black man who votes without all the noise. He ain't put out no statements about Trump, right? He ain't put out no state. He ain't supported Trump because he might lose a few coins under a different policy that's more equitable in his taxing. But these man was out here tripping. So shout out to that man for doing what he's doing. And also I know got it on good accord that he's ready to do the work of his community. So shout out to him and his team around him. That's dope.
Did y'all see?
But I gotta say something. This is gonna sound pretentious towards the other regions of this country.
Somebody wants to know where your mask was, Mundell. I was wondering the same thing, but I wasn't gonna bother you about it because I know you got a different level of anxiety than I do. Mine is much higher than yours. So
yeah.
But
so anyway, like I was saying, for these mass checkers came checking for me. The South usually produce a lot of leaders for our community, bro. And maybe it's because majority of us are in the South. I don't know, but I'm just talking about like the. I feel like the most progressive black people in this country come out the South, and people don't understand that. People think it's California or New York. Nah, like when you live under these conditions, it creates a different type of barrier, like a different type of skin. When you stand up straight and erect, I mean, it ain't no joke that it don't fall onto me like on deaf ears that.
I'm sorry. I gotta cut you off. Let's put this clown ass over here. He said, I don't think you, from Adam from Facebook. Said, I don't think you brothers got enough knowledge to hold this podcast. I would love to debate all three of you. Man, if you don't get your clown ass out of the audience, you could take either one of any and one of us. We could have smoked a joint soap. We could be as drunk. You could roll us over at midnight, 2 a.m, throw some water on us and we will crush. I don't even know who you are. Give us one of your heroes. Ben Shapiro. We would mollywhop that old Weasley sounding ass mother. Boy, get out of here with that nonsense. I'm sorry, my dad. I shouldn't even cut you off, but
no, I'm glad you did because that is what white people do. Like I'm glad you did that because Adam,
he ain't white. He ain't white.
Marcus, I'm gonna go back to what I said.
Yeah, that's what white people do.
Exactly. For me, whiteness
ain't about skin color.
It ain't about skin color, brother.
Hey, listen, I'm not first. Well, so first, okay. Y'all gave him too much attention. So
no. This is clickbait tradition.
First,
so we're gonna drag at least one person
in a minute, man. Like y'all gave him too much attention.
I feel you on that, Mark.
I interrupted.
But dude trying to dominate our Facebook chat over there, like putting like 7, 8 comments over there with ridiculousness, buddy. You and your silliness interrupted what I was about to say about the South. What I'm about to say is, like, it doesn't fall on deaf ears that woke vote. The creator, Tristan and DeWanna Thompson came up with the woke vote idea, is from Alabama. Doesn't Black Vote Matters, right? Yep. Those two founders, deep in the South, deep in Southern tradition. Black Male Voters Project, founder from the South. I'm New Georgia Project, of course, that's from the South. It's in the South, it's about a Southern state. One Voice in Mississippi. I mean, I'm just talking about all this.
A lot of good organizations.
That's not to take away from what Block's doing in Wisconsin. That's not to take away from the hood efforts in Pittsburgh and all this stuff that's going on in Pennsylvania. I'm just talking about when people are looking for progressive ideas from Black people, the South is a good starting point. Shout out to the South.
Shout out to the South. Go ahead, Marcus, you about to say?
Nah, man, I really don't have nothing to say, man. Why don't you show that clip?
Which clip of the? This is.
He talking about my hero is Martin Luther King. You mother.
Yeah, of course.
If that's the best, listen.
You can find, man.
With all due respect to Dr. King, if that's the best that you can find to have a hero
like,
is,
literally, like you watch.
You got to he can debate us.
Wait, Mondale. You watched Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap, and I did read what he just said. Insults aren't a debate, so I'm not gonna. I'm paying too much attention to you with them right here, but I'm gonna say this to you. You watch this show and you take the most run-of-the-mill person as your hero. And I'm not taking anything away from Dr. King, but I mean, we've had in-depth conversations about Plessy Ferguson on this thing. We've had in-depth conversations about so many different heroes throughout time, nuanced heroes and different reasons and how they match the effort of right now. Right? You just going to Martin Luther King is like Amazon saying Happy Martin Luther King Day. Miss me.
Hey Marcus.
And
he said go ahead.
It's almost, and here's the thing. What part of Martin Luther King, bro? Like what theology? Is it is it the king? Is it the post March King? Is it the pre-March King? Is it the revolutionary king?
Is it the pre-Vietnam, post-Vietnam?
It's like because right now when you say MLK, that's just bro.
But let me show you how uneven his ideas line up with who he say his hero is. His first comment on our page was, the gay agenda is ruining BLM. As if there are no Black gay people in BLM. Right. And also, that right there tells me Martin Luther King isn't your hero. You were just trying to pull a run-of-the-mill person, like Marcus said, a name that makes sense that you thought people were going to line up behind you and that we wouldn't come at you for. See,
he likes Dr. King.
Wait for that, homeboy. So the idea that you say Martin Luther King is your hero and his best friend was Bayard Rustin, who was a gay man who planned to march on Washington.
James Baldwin.
And James Baldwin. So you're wrong, bro. You're on the wrong show. You're on the wrong show.
You might be better, sir, going to watch Tariq Nasheed, boy. Go ahead. Go watch that too.
Oh, man.
Let's move on.
Hey man, I want to make people laugh, man. Please show it.
I'm trying to find it because I don't have it on this new computer. You know, I had
man.
If somebody want to send me the link, a cause and effect, that'll help save me a whole lot of time, especially if it's a Twitter link. Oh my God.
Hey, I want a Greg Jones, a little boy, like the football player did.
There you go. We can show that. Hang on a second. That's as good as anything else. Take a look at this. You said enough talking, right?
Here he is.
Still talking.
Good cut.
Watch this.
Look out.
Boom.
Okay. Still on his feet. And he just tattooed Dexter.
Run it back again.
Here you go. It's the replay. Here. Man, get that MLK shit out of here.
He's over 200 pounds.
I like MLK.
Shout out to Greg Jones. Shout out to Greg Jones for making my life with that hit a couple of years ago. That is old, right? But I mean, you know what I mean? That's what happened when you run up on Clickbaity. You get your front teeth knocked,
Oh man, he came in there like, I like MLK, bruh.
Oh my God, I didn't see that clip before the show.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I was trying to get you to watch it. I was trying to get you to watch it.
I know you said earlier. I've been ready. That's just gruesome.
I think that
Somebody tell that man he on offense, please.
Hey, somebody should do a gif of that of somebody like a white person using MLK as a shield, and then black folks coming through just knock their ass out, bro.
What's the point of playing defense, man? Like, what's the point of being a defensive player if you're gonna go out
he need to retire after that shit. Whatever happened to that man's career?
Oh my God! Now he's saying he don't have heroes. He liked Martin Luther King because he spoke from the Bible. So did Klan members. So did plantation owners. Don't give me that they spoke from the Bible shit. Everything Paul wrote in the Bible was about oppressing people because he was the only disciple. You ready for this, dumbass? He was the only disciple that had protections from the Roman, because he was a Roman citizen and a Jew. So he had protections. The rest of the
disciple you said it? Matthew?
No, Paul.
Paul was the only.
Yeah. That's why you hear in Paul's book, respect the master, give unto the master what is his, and slaves must obey. That shit came from a place of fucking privilege. Paul was the white people of the Bible. Paul wrote books because he had Roman protection. The rest of the disciples didn't. He just killed Paul. You heard him. He evoked it a couple times in the Bible. I'm a Roman citizen. So he just killed without a trial.
Wait. I ain't never heard that.
Again, Adam, don't try to play us, boy. We read over here. Fuck,
bro, I ain't never heard that, and I actually like Paul, but it don't change the fact that what you said is true. Paul was the white person of the Bible. He was the Karen. He was the Karen. God, dog, he was a Karen. Dang.
Paul was a Karen.
Dang.
Hey, but seriously, like when you bring up the Bible. And this shows how new this guy is, the clickbaity political thirst trap. Because when you bring up the Bible, not only can one of these preaching brothers that are on this thing with me, who all know the Bible up and down, correct him, but even more so, we know that the Bible was used to enslave us.
Yeah.
Like, period. And if you didn't know that, right? Not taken away from Christianity, because there's different ways of looking at the Bible, and interpretation is upon man himself. But boy, you come on this show, you start talking about the Bible.
Yeah, you come to the wrong place, bro.
Black people. Who you think we
got two brothers? Two of us on here have been to divinity school. Now I didn't finish, but I went. And we probably can exegete the text better than anybody else. You're gonna go sit. Anybody you're gonna sit down and listen to on a Sunday morning, we could probably go toe to toe exegeting the text with them. But I digress. All right, what we got next on the docket, brother? All right, let's take 5 seconds to give it a commercial break. Marcus, tell everybody how to get up with you, man.
Hey, Marcus, have you voted yet? Have you voted yet? Have you voted yet? Forget where you can find me at. If you need to stop what you're doing and go vote. Nah. Yeah. And find somebody local that you like a lot, because I know a lot of y'all are still like iffy on Biden. I get it, right? Find yourself somebody local that you like a lot. Right. And then vote for that person, and then just try to figure it out up ticket. That's all I got to say to you. But go vote. Like, go vote now. If you can vote, go vote. Just stand in line and go vote, man. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, if you're in line to go vote, take a picture, post it to See Thirst Trap, and just be like, I voted today. You know what I mean? If you go vote. If you got your I voted pictures on Twitter or on Facebook, you could just hit us up, tag us in the post that you went to go vote. You can find me at Marcus4 America on Twitter and Instagram. And you can find me at Marcus Farrell on Facebook and Old Man Politic on Twitch.
Mundell, how do people get up with you, man?
Yo, hold on. I'm definitely want to tell people how to get up with me, but I'm in my petty shit real quick. Hey, squad. I need y'all to help me find Adam Lons. I can't find him. I've been Googling him on Facebook. His profile won't pop up or anything. Find this troll for me, ADAM space LAHS. Because I've been Googling trying to find out who he is. His profile will not pop up. Find him. I want to find out.
He probably ain't even real, man.
Right, exactly. For that, homeboy.
Adam Lons. Go ahead.
Find me at Mundell Robinson everywhere.
At Mundell Robinson everywhere. All right. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at Benjamin P. Dixon. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull up my Twitter timeline now because I want y'all to see this quote-unquote performance that this artist named Shensia. You ever heard of Shensia? I'm not going to play her music. I just want you to see what they had going on in Atlanta this weekend in the middle of coronavirus. This club is jam-packed and not nary mask to be seen. And I'm just wondering, like, bro, we ain't ever going to get out of coronavirus with people acting like this when we had 80,000 cases in one day over the weekend. And look at the dude. Let me rewind. I can't rewind it because then it'll play the music. But one dude had a mask on under his chin. I mean, I guess I get everybody ain't going to do like me because I barely left the house maybe 10 times in the last 7 months. Everybody ain't going to be like me, bro. I'm not. Could y'all go to a club like that and participate in those shenanigans?
Nah, I can't do that.
I could if I was on the stage. If I was the guy, if I was the guy in the black suit.
Nah, and listen, don't get me wrong, man. I know everybody's getting a little bit of the cabin fever and stuff like that, but like, you know what I mean? That's like zero common sense, and that's like Trump ain't never happened, right? You know what I mean? That's a super spreading event for black folks, right? And boy, let me tell you something. We ain't perfect, and I ain't judging my brothers and sisters, man. But man, I would love it if we had an ethos where black folks would be like, nah, we ain't doing that. Matter of fact, let me give a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to Adema Ufa and his crew, because Adema is he's doing these parking lot concerts out here in Atlanta, Georgia, right? And these parking lot, and I believe brother, not Jeezy, but Mr. Ice Cream Man, was at the last one. So, Gucci. So Gucci did a concert at outdoor concert. So shout out to those because social distancing. But I would like it if black people could look at like the white Trump rallies and the Trump rallies and be like, we don't do that.
On, I wish we could do that.
I would love it if we just said, we don't do that. We don't go and hang out. You can't get next to me. You and your friends can't get next to me. Especially breathing and singing the song, singing along with the song. I mean, everybody in there getting it.
Everybody in there screaming at the top of their lungs.
Speaking of super spreaders, Donald Trump had an event apparently in North Carolina this weekend or last week, and 11 people test positive that went to that event.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that no mask shit is a serious thing. Marcus, one of the trap squad went and found him and sent me an inbox of who this guy is. He got me blocked apparently. Adam Laws is married to Tracy Laws. These your people, Marcus. Phoenix, Arizona. Go get your people, bro. Go get your people.
Yeah, he got you blocked already.
With you. Marcus, you brought these people when you ran for office out there. Come get your people.
Hey, real quick. So we've settled on Trap Squad because Mondale was gonna pull up on me over this name.
Mark, listen. Can we just tell? Listen, y'all don't understand how much we care about this show. Marcus really wanted to fight.
Yeah, no, why you figure out your froze situation, Mondale. But let me set up. All I know is I don't know where was I yesterday afternoon. I was
You were doing it live.
I was doing a live. I don't know what I was. No, I wasn't live yesterday. I was we were out house hunting because me and my wife we gonna try to own a home one day. So we just out there house hunting, by faith, just looking window shopping for a home, right? Because we ain't ready to buy one yet. And all I know, I looked down on my phone and it said you missed 825 text messages. I said, who the hell just had 800? And I looked, and it's these two niggas just going back and forth, arguing about who gonna beat who ass because of the name of the show is gonna be Trap Squad and Morning Thirst Trap Squad. And I'm like, dude, y'all done ran up all because I still paid by the text, and y'all can ran my bill up there.
They still pay by the text.
I still paid by the text.
What you're not gonna do, Ben, is blame me and Marcus' argument on your high phone bill. Don't even try it.
But y'all, I'm like, so y'all, that's how serious they are about the name of our squad. So is we ain't going with Trap Squad?
Oh, we're gonna let the people decide. I was just teasing Marcus. That's why I said it 2 times. I was trying to get a rise out of him.
Yeah, I see.
I told you I told you this morning I was petty. I felt petty this morning. Y'all, listen. You will notice whenever I have on a T-shirt and Marcus have on a suit jacket, I will harass him like he's a professor. I'm harassing Marcus this morning.
Hey, listen. Hey, he said he wanted to pull up on me. So what I said was, so you know the address.
I know what I said. Pull up.
You know what I said.
You did say pull up.
No. I went a step further.
He said Marines don't forget how to get to it.
I said Marines don't forget. I've been to your house. Marines don't forget how to get where they been. He's talking some great. I was a Navy guy. I took you there.
Oh yeah.
Which was a double entendre that I don't even know if he got because when I came to his house, he also took me there and also Navy take Marine everywhere. So I was like, all right, that was a good one. I'm done arguing with his ass right now because that was a good one. So.
Okay, somebody, I like that. They said we should call it the morning trap with the trap squad. I like trap squad. I want trap squad. Marcus.
Hey, listen. At this point, Marcus, whatever our viewers decide, I got
because he loves the viewers.
Right? We love the viewers, and no matter what you guys decide, I'm gonna be behind it. On Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. You got to watch Mondale and Ben because they might take your suggestions and do their own thing, thinking that you don't have independent minds of your own. But Marcus Farrell believes in you.
Listen, hey guys, I need y'all to listen. I know I am the one with the raspy, scary voice, but I got to tell y'all the truth. Ben and Marcus don't love y'all. Ben have bad fingernails and short hair. Marcus is light skinned with a new haircut every week. I'm the one that is suffering from y'all.
I got bad knuckles, bro. My knuckles are bad. My fingernails. What's wrong with my fingernails?
Ben fight animals. Look at his hand. It's obvious Ben been punching bears.
I've been punching orangutans. Though. I've been out there like wailing on them niggas. Because I'm telling you, bro. Like, hey, I ain't said somebody was talking trash to me on Twitter. And you know what I did? I ain't said nothing to that dude in 4 months. But you know what I did in that 4 months? Boy, I got 40 pounds down underneath me. I'm down 40 pounds, and I've been wailing away on this skin, this heavy bag in the garage, because I ain't gonna say nothing. When this pandemic is over, I'm pulling up, and I already informed my attorneys so that I can get all that rectified and get out.
Hey, Trap Squad,
we ain't talking about nothing.
Trap Squad is cool with me.
Trap Squad is cool with me. Let me pull this up on the screen. Somebody just said this, and I didn't really believe it because I had to go see it. MSNBC is reporting that President Trump has signed an executive order enabling him to fire a class of federal employees that includes Dr. Anthony Fauci at will, in addition to the leaders at the CDC. And this is amid the coronavirus, where we're seeing spikes of 80 and over 80,000. If you look at the right end of that tail of that curve, over 80,000 people were infected on October 31st. So the president has just made it possible for him to fire the leading epidemiologist, the only person who's out here trying to keep us alive at this point from the White House, and Donald Trump wants to be able to fire him.
Hey, Donald Trump is not concerned about COVID-19 at this point.
At all, man.
He doesn't give a goddamn about COVID-19. The only thing he cares about is Election Day. So the question that I'm thinking to myself is, how does this affect his dwindling numbers going into Election Day, right? How does having the capability of firing all the smart people around you help you get more people elected? Bro, your main problem right now is nobody believes you because you didn't listen to those same people. The one boost that you possibly could have gotten out of this election is actually saying, I support Fauci and I'm going to do whatever he says. And then maybe some common sense Democrats who or moderates or independents or whoever these crazy ass undecided people are. And yes, I said y'all are crazy. Y'all should not be undecided at this point. But if you
are undecided, I'm with you, Marcus. Ain't nobody undecided. I'm with you.
Yeah. But so your one chance, his one chance to actually take advantage of things, he's doing the exact polar opposite, which leads me to believe that this is intentional, which also leads me to believe that the shenanigans, guys, we are only 8 days away from the election, and that means we are literally 9 days away from seeing Donald Trump lose his collective shit.
Yeah. Yep.
We are about to see an assault on the Constitution like you've never seen before. He's not worried about COVID. COVID within the next 8 days, 1 million people could die, and Donald Trump wouldn't give a flying fuck.
Not at all.
He wouldn't care at all. The only thing that Donald Trump cares about right now is getting reelected or finding a place that he can land his newly convicted ass once he gets fucking convicted from the AG in New York. This guy is trying his hardest to get reelected. So what we're about to see, that's why Joe Biden and Kamala Harris didn't stop fronting about the Supreme Court packing the Supreme Court, because the Republicans, you've never seen them move this fast in trying to get a Supreme Court justice on. You know why they want that Supreme Court justice on? So they can actually take a case to the Supreme Court and keep Trump ass in. Yeah. That is what's happening in America right now, and we are watching it. And guys, we are only 8 days away from, y'all thought 2020 was long. Wait till November. Mm-hmm. Wait till November. Y'all wait till November and see how many years the month of November take us.
Also, and Marcus ain't off, y'all. This ain't no conspiracy theory. Donald Trump actually said the reason he's trying to get the Supreme Court nominee through so fast is so he can challenge the election and go to the Supreme Court, which will be at that time, once she's confirmed, a 6-3 Republican fucking majority. That's going to be bad for the health of this country.
Can I take one last petty moment real quick? I'm going to take my petty moment. If Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, if they don't pack the Supreme Court and do something to save American democracy from having an outlandish court system, then don't blame me, because I voted for Bernie in the primary. I'm gonna use the same way. Listen, the same way that moderate Democrats are always trying to say, "Well, you Bernie," but no, I'm doing the same thing. I voted for Bernie in the primary. Problematic as Bernie can be, I voted for somebody that will automatically be like, "Oh yeah, of course, let's get 20 Supreme Court justices up there." He didn't say that publicly, yeah. But you know, Bernie would have done something to even it out. So don't blame me. I voted for Bernie in the primary.
But here's the thing: listen, you don't have to look at Biden as a savior. In fact, I think you're foolish if you look at him as a savior, right? I just look at him as he ain't Trump, and we can. How did AOC say it this weekend? She said she looks forward to quote unquote lobbying Joe Biden over the ban on fracking, because she disagrees with them on that. But she said, I know we have to win the White House because I can lobby Joe Biden on fracking, and she looks forward to lobbying. Translation is, I look forward to fighting Joe Biden over the fracking ban, right? That said, anybody who's looking at Joe Biden as a hero or a savior, you haven't been doing this long enough to realize that he ain't that. But what he also ain't, he ain't a fascist that's going to do away with democracy. That said, in context of what you're talking about, Marcus, the truth of the matter is I don't fully expect him to pack the court. He might. I'll be surprised, and I'll celebrate him if he does. But you know what else? If he don't, we got enough institutional power to actually make him pay a political price for it. And it ain't going to just be progressives. Oh, man, it's going to be a long list of women organizations that are neoliberal themselves who know that what's coming down the pike is a repeal of Roe versus Wade. So I think he's going to have to do it. But if he don't do it, we have enough power to make him pay the political price.
And we need to be clear about this, too. So this is not a problem of Joe Biden. It's only a problem of Joe Biden, talking about packing the courts, is if he doesn't sign the bill. It has to come from Congress, which means, so let's make sure
that's real pressure.
Right. It has to come from Congress. That means the House and the Senate has to write that bill, that law to change the Constitution, and then the president has to sign it. So all of this theory that go ahead, Marcus.
I just wanted to I had to respond to Ben because he was responding to me, Mondale. But Ben, you have to promise me on blood oath, right here on this show, you have to promise me that you're gonna call, you too, Mondale, that y'all gonna call every senator and congressperson who doesn't vote to pack the courts soft, not soft, soft. And you have to say, yo, soft ass before addressing these people from now on.
Right. Okay. Listen, I ain't trying to flex.
Motherfucker name X, Y, and Z, or the president. President Biden with your soft ass. Like, you have to say that. And what I mean by that is, where's your gall? Where's your gumption? Where's your heart? Where's your gangster? Where's your fight? Where's your taking Republican policies? Where's your living in America for the past 6 years and not seeing what Trump has done to this America? Where has that been if you don't pack the courts?
Right.
Like, if we leave the courts as it is, the next police shooting that goes up that gets contested, we're going to have a Supreme Court that literally never allows justice for black people in America.
Right.
At all.
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just going to put something on the screen, bro. I just want to make sure you understand that that ain't gonna be no problem for me. I ain't never had no respect for nobody unless they earn that respect. So just for context, calling them soft is gonna be the least of their problems for me.
Hey, can we
go ahead,
read
make that point.
You want to read? You want to read that? I think
yeah.
this would come great from Mondale's voice. Mondale.
Fuck you, you bootlicking propagandist fascist. Dixon.
It did come better from your voice.
Dream work.
Marcus.
So the least of their problems is gonna be the least of their problems gonna be us calling them soft, bro. But anyway, how do we even get on them? We came a long way from Donald Trump trying to fire Dr. Fauci, but I mean, it all makes sense somehow.
But speaking of packing the courts, how about the Democrats? That overnight motherfucking session that they just had to try to, the Democrats can't stop what the fuck the Republicans are gonna do.
Not this time around, yeah.
Not this time around, bro. But this is the point of them needing to make sure they're reaching out to more voters and have an expansive base, because had they done that, then they wouldn't have lost control of the Senate and we wouldn't be in this position. Elections have ramifications. Yep. Also, the people who run elections should be held accountable and not keep getting promoted. Their ethos is trash. Speaking of ethos, the political consulting class is a trash ethos, where it's the same people getting promoted whether they lose, and they continue to lose, and they're not making space for new idea, innovative ways to reach a democracy that is more diverse than when they came into this world, and they've not made any changes. So they are as bad as Donald Trump's policy on inclusion and diversity, meaning he threw it out at the federal level, telling the agencies that they will no longer treat that because it makes white people uncomfortable. That too is the way Democratic political consulting class pay politics.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of not passing the torch, Nancy Pelosi decided once again that she's going to be running for leadership of Congress next time around. And the only thing I got to say to Sister Pelosi is this right here. It's okay. I said this on Twitter. It's okay for you to pass the torch every now and then. It's okay. Congress should start being a little bit more representative of the people that are actually voting you folks in, right? Please. And at this point, Nancy Pelosi has been in for so many years. And I guess her argument would probably be something like, I want to finish the fight or whatever, man. But, I hope somebody runs in leadership against her. Might not matter, but, because she's
as a challenger. And the thing about it, first of all, people need to know that Nancy Pelosi is the only human in the history of niggerdom that has been the leader twice, right?
Right. In two different, in two different periods, but yeah.
And also, and people are gonna be like, well, she's super strategic. She is.
Yeah, but she not. Listen, I thought she was, but not around that the most recent impeachment. I don't think they played that card right at all. But go ahead.
That's because she was reading the Republican tea leaves and not what the country wanted.
Right.
But I mean, getting shit through a house and holding a party together. I mean, a caucus together. She's good at that. But Marcus,
as long as they do what she says. That's not holding the caucus together. That's a dictatorship.
Listen, Marcus. So let's be clear. All right, now you're doing internet troll shit because you know how that shit works.
I know how it works. No, I completely understand how it works. But I will also say that the ethos of her, check this out. She doesn't have to be moderate and hold the caucus together for at least one or two issues, right? Goddamn, right. And don't get me wrong, has Nancy Pelosi done some good things in Congress? Yes, she has. And we as progressives won't ever admit that. But Nancy Pelosi has done some things to save us from basically getting murdered off. Yes, that has happened. Well, on the same token, she has done a lot more of Wall Street's bidding than we will ever allow. And I mean, at some point, we don't need a person who's worth $140 million leading the country, because you have nothing in common with the American citizen that you are taking care of. And this is supposed to be the most representative aspect of the American government. But our party is being led by a cajillionaire. By the way, great movie. Cajillionaire. Great movie. Amazon.
What is that?
How you spell Cajillionaire?
Cajillionaire. It's a very white people movie. It's about some white thieves though.
I know how do you spell a cajillion? Is it K or C?
Cajillionaire.
Hey, how does it sound? Well, you know we ain't giving them
Cajillionaire. K-A-Jillionaire.
Okay,
that shit sound like slave language to me. I ain't good at English. I'm the worst. I put S on everything. What do you mean? It's spaghettis. Motherfucking spaghettis.
I mean, but what do you guys think? I mean, do you think it's time for another?
No, it's definitely time for her to go, man. It's definitely time for her to go. And what she's going to do is she's going to stay in power until the Democrats lose the Senate. And then she's going to be too old when it comes back around for a third time. And then somebody else is going to have to run because these people just don't know how to give up power. They hang on to power until they die. So somebody is going to have to come and snatch power away from Nancy Pelosi. And there clearly is somebody who is positioning themselves with enough power to actually do that. Institutional power, fundraising power, social power. There's somebody doing it, but I think they have their eyes on something else besides the speakership. So I don't know if they're going to expend their political capital. I don't think AOC is going to expend her political capital to try to challenge I don't think anybody. That's the other half of it. The other half of it is ain't nobody going to challenge her.
I think Ayanna will. I think Ayanna could. If she would.
You think she could?
Listen, the black woman doing it like Ayanna has played her political cards. The congresswoman from Boston has played her political cards better than, to me, honest personally, better than anybody else. And this is why I say that. When the squad endorsed Bernie, she didn't. Right? She's the only one that didn't. Is for whatever reason, it is what it is.
Elizabeth Warren is our state senator.
That's right.
Yeah,
Elizabeth Warren is a state senator. She still has very progressive beliefs, but she also knows how to tie into the black woman. She is a black woman naturally, so she ties into that, and a lot of black women respect her. And she's black people progressive. That's what, and I know that sounds, no, it doesn't. This is clickbaity. She black people progressive. She are kind of progressive. That's why I like her. Right. So don't get me wrong. I mean, and plus, endorsements don't mean a lot, but like she made somebody earn her endorsement. Did she endorse Elizabeth or did she just remain neutral?
Remain neutral, right?
No, I think she endorsed Elizabeth Warren. I'm pretty sure she did.
I don't remember. I just knew that I was thinking that it was strategic that she didn't endorse Bernie because I was saying if Elizabeth Warren had won, that was going to be her Senate seat for sure.
Let's get these likes up over here on YouTube. I see we have 602 people, 611 people watching on YouTube. And we got
1987, bro.
274 likes. Let's get these likes up to 400 at least. Let's do that.
Hear me, Marcus?
What?
Ben, 1987, y'all.
Who was born in 1987?
Nobody. That's how long Nancy Pelosi has been in that seat. That is
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
Wow.
Since I was 7 years old.
I mean, we can't talk too much shit. Shahid been trying to get on this show forever. We need to just. And
we love progressives and we love Shahid, but the brother, but I feel like the brother just he turned down some sound advice early.
Well, shout out to his campaign. He needs to keep it moving. He needs to keep fighting.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? I want him to. I mean, he could do what he can to beat. It's a tough district, man, and you got to make relationships with that district because that district is set up. I mean, it's rich white people. That district is a bunch of rich, very wealthy white folks that live in Nancy Pelosi's district, and they like having the Speaker of the House as their representative, right? Yeah. We all think that American tech village is some progressive unicorn. No, they're moderate because they started making money.
Who can one of you three people please block this guy Adam? Please block him right now, please.
Is he still in there talking dumb shit?
I'm done with this
somebody
guy.
said Ben America said I need to get a coffee sponsored. That's a fact because
I saw you. Please
over here.
Please, somebody block the guy.
Right.
I'm done with him.
We give you an opportunity, and then when you show us that you're just an idiot, then we go ahead and block you. All right, what's we got? We got only a few more minutes here.
See what happens over here? We're not MSNBC. You can't say anything in our comments. This will not be a space for misinformation. You will not do dumb shit.
or not get responded back to, man. A lot of trolls are just so used to first we argue with each other. Right. Like we
the big thing
with each other. So what do you think you gonna do?
Well, here's the big thing for me. Like, because normally I don't block. I used to didn't block anybody, but it's like the audience don't have to be subjected to that, right? I want the audience to have a good space to express. Right. Because let me tell you something, man. There are so many. I want to reassure people of something. There are so many paid trolls. Conservatives have billions of dollars that they pour into this social media space, including tens of millions specifically into trolls. And I know that's a fact because if you look at videos that I put out on my page, I've got people who are dedicated. They work my video comment section like they are getting paid a full-time salary to do so. So we ain't got to put up with it. Even though I don't mind it so much because it's good for fodder. Same time, y'all should expect and have a space where y'all don't have to put up with that shit because they are everywhere.
And we don't mind you disagreeing with us.
I was called a troll. I was called a Russian bot, right? A couple of times. But you know who did that to me? Moderate Democrats.
Yep.
Moderate Democrats believe that every black person who speaks out about freedom and doesn't automatically fall in line with moderate to, neoliberal policies, they want to brand us as Russian bots. And it's amazing, right? Don't get me wrong. There is Russian propaganda out there, right? But, Russia don't create Negroes in Southside Tallahassee, right? We don't. That ain't something that nothing about this show is Russian, right? But I've been branded that before, and let me tell you something. Fuck y'all. Fuck every single person. I'll do it on my show. Fuck y'all. The reason why they do that is because they can't have real conversations about blackness. Now, what I noticed is once black folks almost burned this goddamn country down this summer, excuse my cuss words, but coming at it. After we started burning this country down, that became a little less because the things that we had been talking about, the same things that the moderates have been calling us Russian over for police accountability. Now they're using
back in Marcus. Ben, wake your ass up.
Bro, I'm about to go get me some coffee or something.
Go ahead, Marcus.
But I listen to you, bro.
So understand something. Every black person that doesn't necessarily fall in line with Joe Biden, every black person that doesn't fall in line with your neoliberal agenda is not a goddamn Russian bot. We're free-thinking people. And it's the same bullshit that they tried to pull on the Panthers. And it's the same bullshit that they try to pull on so many black leaders throughout the history of time, and it's red baiting. And any Democrat that accuses any black person of being a Russian bot, y'all call them out, y'all let them know that they're racist, and they're using the same kind of fucking propaganda that got our leaders killed.
Word.
Jack off.
Now, one exception real quick, Mondale, before you get in there. If you in our chat section and you pulling that, bringing that same white supremacist talking points, I believe you are a Russian bot now. Because coming at us, the three of us, from the perspective that we represent, challenging the system at every single level, but not dumb enough to not see the lesser of two evils and the importance of it in this moment, you got to be a goddamn Russian troll.
Exactly.
That said, everything else Marcus said times 10. Go ahead, Mondale.
I was literally gonna just we don't need to stay on that spot anymore. Marcus did his damn thing. So that is the comment of the comments, motherfucker. So I also wanted to say, but moving beyond that, because it's not disconnected from what Marcus is talking about. It is also, I'm talking to you white liberals, listen to me and listen closely. You can't, one, criticize black men for not fucking with y'all and then celebrate that bitch ass article. I'm not calling her a bitch. I'm talking about the article was a bitch ass article. Chelsea Handler talking about she had to remind 50 Cent he's a black man. I don't fuck with 50 for a lot of reasons, but to say in 2020 that you had to remind a black man that he was a black man because you don't support his politics is the height of how you turn black men off to whatever you selling. Ain't nobody in this country got to remind a black man that he's a black man. America makes damn sure that we know when we can watch 9 minutes of a cop's knee on a black man's neck and kill him, that we are black men. So
with a goddamn smirk on his face.
Y'all not condemning that article, y'all sharing that article is the height of disrespect to black men, coupled with the fact coupled with the fact that all the social markers show that we have shorter lives and everything else that is bad, we make it up. And then y'all go and vote shame Shaq, who told y'all he's voting for his first time. So I'm telling y'all right now, y'all got the perfect recipe for losing black men. And if you want to change it, call that shit out. Address that shit and stop talking about the 13% of brothers that's going to vote for Republicans like we don't have the fucking right to vote differently. Y'all so focused on the 13 to 12% of black men that are going to vote for Trump that y'all ain't even talking to the brothers that might support you.
Boy, well said. Hey, Mondale, let me tell you something. Like, as much as we talk about how we voting for the lesser of two evils on this show, let me tell you something. If you don't put respect on the brothers that might not see things our way, if you don't put respect on their name,
you talking about them, not us, because we ain't got to show them motherfuckers no respect because they don't shit.
Exactly.
Okay, but you talking about people outside of the space, yeah.
If you don't put respect on their name, y'all, the folks, you have no place if you never talked about black equity before this year. If you never talked about black people issues before this year, and you got the nerve to vote shame somebody or even have a conversation with them about why they're supporting Trump, we can do this because we've been in this space for years. We've been fighting for the right things for years. But those of y'all trying to create articles saying, well, black men are this, that, and the other, because you haven't said a damn thing about policy for African-American men ever in your life. It's mad convenient, and you make it hard for us to communicate with those brothers who we can actually turn.
Exactly.
Because y'all ain't did shit.
Facts.
Exactly. Also, it's funny to me how 3 or 4 black men mean all black men are toxic. 3 or 4 black men mean all black men are bad. Right? It's crazy to me that we are an entire population judged by 3 or 4, but they are not. But we used to that. You know your mama be like, oh, you can't do that because you make all black people look bad. You know what I'm saying? We heard that our whole lives. Yeah. White people ain't. That's a stress that white people don't know. They can go out and do whatever they want to, and it's just them.
That's a fact.
You can walk into a church while people are praying and pray with them, then pull out a gun and shoot them, and still make it safely to jail because you are a white man.
Hey, people like this show.
Black people can't even make it safely home with a cell phone.
I think people like the show, and I'm starting to realize that what we're saying, there's a lot of white people who've just never heard this before.
Yeah, well, we got 680 people with us still in going into the third hour. Let me give a shout out.
We have more than that because Facebook is watching as well, and I love you, Facebook. Even
though we got 680 total across all the platforms.
Damn, I was trying to go in the fan thing. You know what I was about to do? I was about to troll you, man.
No. We efficient over here. I want to give a shout out to Torches and Pitchforks, who said, it's efficiencies, bro. Synergies and efficiencies. He sent us another super chat, said he's got to be close to up to $100 in reparations that he sent us. He said, I got to love you guys. I said, we appreciate the love, man.
Appreciate the love.
We see it. We recognize it, man.
Torches and pig feet. We love it. Thank you, brother.
That should be his new name, man. Torches and Pig Feet.
That's what we're going to call it every time he sent a super chat. His new name is Toasted
Torches and Pig Feet. Jason Deck said, this white guy loves you all, you guys. You challenge my perceptions and educate. Keep up the good work, Ben. Love you on TYT. Appreciate it, man. We love the support. Thank you for the super chat. The super chats, I keep all to myself because they're on my channel. I ain't give these niggas nothing. They ain't getting nothing.
Look, they already taking your show. Somebody was in my comment the other day. They was like, I love you and Marcus on Ben Dixon's Clickbaity. I'm like, God damn it, ain't we all 3 co-hosts? But I didn't say that to the fan. I literally said thank you because she followed it up saying, I no longer watch any other morning show other than you all. So that is one of the funniest. Yeah, big Ben Dixon and the Pips. So but the good thing here's what people don't understand about backup singers. This is what I learned. I watched this documentary once. The shit the songs that you sing, most people only know what the backup singers sing. The shit that you like is the ad libs and the shit that the backup singers sing.
Most people can't sing.
I never even thought about that. I was like, wait a minute. Well, a motherfucker like me to fuck up words, all I know are the ad libs.
Let me make sure I say this clearly because I know y'all know it, and I ain't gotta say this shit for y'all, because y'all drive up to Massachusetts and come see me. But y'all ain't nobody's backup singers, number one. But now, number two, Alicia Keys found out the hard way that sometimes the backup singers can do better than you. Remember that I'll Be Your Diary? Remember the live version of Diary where that black man was just tearing her ass up. So sometimes the backup singers. And number three, tell Tamara she could have just told you to tell us to don't feed the trolls.
Tamara is
$9.
Listen, Tam do her daily donations.
Her daily reparations.
That's the morning tip. That's
more like an allowance to go out and play, actually.
Bruh, no, bruh. That was like, that's like when the sister leave. Bro, that's when like that's when the sister leave the money on the counter for you, bro. That's a beautiful thing. Kevin Waters said,
hey, nice. Nice. You ain't gotta go home.
hey, bro. She left me $100 on the counter, and I simultaneously felt like what's the name from Boomerang when he clutched his pearls. But I also took that money and put it in my wallet and went on about my business. Kevin Waters.
Read.
Kevin Waters sent a super chat saying, when a minority commits a crime, it's seen as a reflection on the entire race, unlike our white counterparts who are always viewed as an individual. That I thought I put it on the screen. I'm sorry I didn't. There it is on the screen. This is the truth, and it is also strategic. It is intentional. It is an intentional way of maintaining power in this white supremacist system.
Yeah, I mean, like if you think about what people say, people were like, they think this is pathology in black men that makes us more criminal or whatever. That is directly linked to what you're talking about, that comment, the idea that America has always seen as the first motion picture ever shown in the White House was about demonizing black men, right? It was the Birth of a Nation, not the new one, the original one. And anybody ain't seen it need to go like understand what they did in that movie. And this is white men in blackface, and the president of the United States, Woodrow Wilson, bitch ass, played that. I'm sorry, Marcus. His soft ass played that. He played that. Soft. That was the first motion picture shown, and so consider that. That ain't no 1770. I said motion picture. That's the first motion picture shown in the White House.
I mean, we could go further about perceptions. If you look at buddy cop films from the 70s and 80s, what the thing that was always consistently marginalized was black men. And we always, they always, yeah, bruh, yeah, slick. I'm gonna rob me somebody today. Like that was the role that these black men were getting, and that was the perception. I mean, if you look at Columbo, look at Columbo.
Look at the Eddie Murphy movies, bro.
In Columbo was a bad guy, damn near, right? If you look at most cop movies, you would think that all black men in the 70s and 80s had a mini afro, some sneakers on, and was about to rob a white woman. And it's just not like that. And those were the only roles that we could basically get, much less black women who were, literally, objectified for their body and everything that you see, right? Or either had to play mammy roles. So, I mean, Hollywood has done its damage when it comes down to the perception of African Americans. The news media has done its damage. If you look at on Ben Dixon's page, Ben, you have a tweet that you posted about how all of the uniformity between all of the local stations that are owned by one company when they say certain things, right? You could go back and check out that post. But here's the thing. Before it was those posts, the way that they view black people in general, we just started putting graduation pictures up for young black men who got killed. Right, we just this summer, but since news started showing every time a black person was involved in anything,
was the news.
The news was a black guy in a hoodie looking crazy as hell. You know what I mean? Even if he was innocent, they would find the worst picture of him, and he was always guilty before being proven innocent. And that's the way that the American media works for black folks, right? So keep watching this shit because I'm gonna keep dressing nice and proving all motherfuckers wrong.
I'm gonna keep dressing like America, whatever America thinks.
Whatever America is, right?
So I'm gonna put on what I got in my closet, fellas. That's all I can.
Real quick,
Z James 21.
Hold on, torches and pig feet. I don't shit on you. I love you, bro. Don't take it.
Hey man, hey listen. When you get a nickname from black men,
It's in love.
It 9 times out of 10, it's love. That one other time it's a whole lot of other stuff, but love. Yeah. But that's all love. Z James,
the truth.
You good with me?
Z James 21 on YouTube sent a super chat saying, "Thank you for the truth. I am thankful to be able to listen to such informed and honest people." Well, thank you, James. We appreciate that, love. Let me skip down and grab, because we got quite a few super chats. Leanne Purcell said, "Best morning show. Thank you for starting my day out right. Hashtag vote." For sure. Y'all make sure y'all do that. Get out there and vote. All right, that's what we got. Ben America said he's calling for a fashion segment. I won't participate in it, but I will moderate it. I want to see y'all two go at it.
A fashion segment?
Yeah. Mundell, you cut your light off, bro? Because, you know, us dark-skinned brothers, we got to keep our face lit.
I didn't cut a light off, Ben.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
It's coming back.
There you go.
Oh, you know, I probably looked down in the camera, lost focus. Sorry. I like to look at the chat and stay engaged with our Facebook listeners and followers. But I'm down with a fashion segment. I'm also people. I mean, I love clothes. But it's related to growing up when I had to share all my clothes, like socks and everything. So,
yeah.
But
Jill said
it's election season, Ben. So
it is.
Ben and Ben knows this. So ain't nobody got time to be dressing up like Marcus. Marcus
just talking.
You talking about Ben America knows that.
In America, yeah. Mark is a businessman, so he gets to walk around like that on a daily basis. The rest of out here working with the people, we can't do that. Marcus got on 4 layers, guys.
Marcus, you getting all the love, bruh. Natalie said Marcus is amazing. You had Jill saying you look real nice, Marcus. Googly eyes, hearts, googly eyes, heart.
Earlier in the show, somebody was like, somebody said, I love Marcus' hair.
The hair.
Y'all don't see the hair much. So
we know. I was like, oh, he got okay.
Yeah,
y'all brothers who actually got hair wear hats. I don't.
I'm about to twist it, y'all. I think I'm gonna lock it up. I'm definitely gonna twist it though.
That's what's up. Oh, you know what it is?
Hey, look at Mondale's face. What's up? I had braids like you, Mondale, but if I had shown you, it would have been like, oh, you just trying to be like me. So I just decided not to show you.
Said yes. Marcus, are you a Kappa?
No, I'm me. My father is my stepdad is a noob, man. I decided not to pledge because it left me a little bit more free on campus to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I feel that I'm me also. Man, I'm sorry for yawning, fellas. I just been a long weekend, man. I don't get enough sleep. Let's read a couple more comments. Let's see. Lena Purcell said she loves all the beanies. I guess she's referring to you, Mundell. Ooh, sweet Miss Mika said, "Let me twist that ish up for you, Marcus." She want to twist your. She want to twist.
Free.
Boy, you better pay, you workers, boy.
$60, $100. Let me find out.
All right, well, a couple more comments, man, and we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. Elena, Marcus, they got it for you. Elena said Marcus is the man. I love it. Y'all show these.
Thank you, man. Y'all are making me feel good this morning, man. I love you, sisters and brothers, and anybody who gave me a comment, man. That's what's up,
man. That's love. All right, fellas. I'm at the end of my juice. I think I'm gonna have to go to sleep, take a nap, man, because I ain't get my sleep last night, man.
I mean, you're going outside in the break. You're gonna brave that cold weather in Massachusetts and do another goddamn show. You are addicted to online, boy. Huh?
I am.
Hey, man, would you do me a solid, man? Would you play the Ethos?
I still got. Did anybody send it to me? Because
all right, well, if you can't play the Ethos, could you play the football player one more time, man?
I could definitely do the football player.
Yeah.
Hang on. If you give me a couple seconds. You give me a couple seconds.
This is how you your haters, America.
Give me a couple seconds. I can find the Ethoses. But go ahead and y'all chat and tell them what's coming up. Y'all schedule. What's big popping.
Right. So, I mean, if you're not doing the election thing, if you're not voting, if you haven't voted yet, I'm going to repeat this. Please go vote. Stop and follow. Like, first, hit that like button right now. Again, just hit the like button while you're here on wherever you are, and share this on whatever platform that you're on. See Thirst Trap. We see Thirst Trap on Twitter, so I see a lot of our folks have been engaged today, and that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? if you care about us and if you like the hoodies that the beanies that Mondale wear, then go ahead and drop something in the Patreon, because we need to keep those that smile going. That beautiful smile, that beautiful black man smile. Give that man some love and give us some money.
Sexy chocolate.
Because if y'all don't give us some money on this, we're gonna be on the street corner, and that street corner is called what's the name? OnlyFans. Y'all don't want us on the OnlyFans street corner. Y'all don't want us on the OnlyFans street corner.
Hey, bro. Look. Tam said, "Don't nobody. I can't play. That's why I'm playing all of your hits. All the people who love you today, Marcus, because I ain't forget what Tam said. Tam said, She said, don't put Nam comment up there about Mondale unless they spending $99 or more. So there you go.
That's right.
hey,
I'll say this. If you get some comments about me, please share them. Tam about to step her game up if she feels some type of way about that.
Oh, what? The super chat.
Tell her leave that $100 on the counter, bro. Make you feel special.
$5 on the counter for Mondale.
$5 on the. Oh no, I'll take that off screen. It got to be $99 or more. I'll read it. Though.
What they say?
Miss Fleabone said, "Oh no," because
she said, "I gotta admit, I'm kind of crushing on Mondale smile."
Hey Tam, she over on YouTube.
All the old women love me, baby.
Tam, she over on YouTube. I didn't do it. All right.
Tam said, I see it. She
hey,
probably got
on
YouTube page.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. Everybody's good looking. All y'all motherfuckers good looking, right?
Hey, man,
that's everybody. Real talk. Everybody good looking, and you look super sexy if you got an I voted sticker on. I don't care who you are.
Speaking of, I want to play. I don't have the Ethos guy, but this clip I think is fire. This is somebody's auntie who went out and voted and said, this is what she said. I want y'all to listen to it. She said, "I ain't going to play with these hoes," talking about voting.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that video.
Here she go. She killing it.
To go on and get y'all judged and get y'all vote on. Cause let me show you. I'm ready. I'm going to get my damn judge. They could stand out there for 15 hours. I got my chair. They could stand out there for 24 hours. I got my snacks. I ain't going to play with these hoes. I'm going to vote. And I said, you go vote too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, guys, I'm going home.
I love it. Shout out to this sister for going out there to vote. And she said she ain't gonna play. She ain't playing with these hoes.
She had a lunch. She had a chair. She had everything. She was ready.
She was ready. So we hope everybody else is ready. We want to have a check-in. Don't even come to the show. If by November 3rd you ain't already voted or vote on November 3rd. If November 4th come and you ain't vote, just don't even log on. Don't even log on.
Not to us.
Not to us, because we're gonna find you. We're gonna make you tell the truth.
We want to have the most. We want to have the highest voter participating show ever.
Matter of fact, yes, I like that shit. We're gonna have 100%. This is what we gonna do. Election night. Sometime I gotta figure out the schedule. Whenever I'm not on air. But we should do a wait. What y'all got election night? What y'all got going on election night? Let me check with y'all. Y'all gonna be working or y'all gonna be partying?
Well. I'm just trying to get my senator in here. We vote right here. Well, so I've been invited to do something with the Real News Network that night, but I said pending what Clickbaity does, because this is our show. So y'all let me know what the plan is, and we'll go from there. Mondale, you got something planned? You got a watch party or something, right?
Clickbaity. So let's do that, because I'm gonna make it. We're gonna have a party. We're going to have a party. We're going to have a Zoom party, and we're going to bring DJ like we did Friday night. Marcus, you had a good time Friday night?
Oh, man, I turned up.
That shit was lit. We're going to do that. We're going to do it exclusively for Clickbaity and for those of you who have voted. Your entry, the way you get into the Zoom party is by showing us an I voted sticker, or if you didn't get your I voted sticker. Everybody took pictures of their I voted sticker, because that's the thing to do. So just send us a link.
You're being elitist, because some people who vote by mail don't have stickers.
Okay, well just tell us that you voted. We're gonna take you on the honor system. How about that? Since Mondale want to get all sympathetic and shit, but I would
I like Zoom parties. I'm sad I ain't getting no invite to yours, but
bro, you got the same goddamn invite at the same time Marcus did.
Yeah, he did. He literally just ignored it.
I didn't ignore it. I told you I was out.
Lying ass liar.
Yeah, Zoom party the way. We had one. We had like 400 people pull up. They were Marcus.
Yeah, it was a good time. I'm a chair dancing motherfucker.
Hey, bro, let me tell you, I can dance until 1 o'clock in the morning in my seat, bro. We could do it in the seat all night.
Listen, if I got to stand up and dance, I'm trash. But in this chair, I got moves like that.
If I got to drive home, then we leaving the club at about 11:30. We ain't even making it to midnight.
I know you've been married for a long time. You've been out in a while. We have this thing called Uber. People don't drive to the club anymore, man.
If I have to travel home, the whole point is if I can't get up and roll into my bed, we gonna leave the club pretty early.
Tell Ben about this new creation called Uber and Lyft. Tell them what they do. It's people using their own cars to move you around.
If I have to move my body from a club, if I got to move my body from a club to my house, then I'm leaving an hour early. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Rich guy from Vegas. He was a recluse. What's the guy name?
Who that?
The rich guy in Vegas, the white guy from during the mob times. He never left his Vegas room.
Whoever that is, that's me. He's my spirit animal. That's my spirit animal. Now listen, I mean,
he's serious because he starts sounding like Jim Clyburn when he talk about not moving. Hey,
that's me.
No goddamn well, right?
Ain't nowhere. Funny thing is, bro, ain't nobody was in the streets more than me pre-COVID. COVID has changed my life. I think I'm closer to Jesus now that COVID has made me sit my ass home. So, we thank the gods in the universe that I can stay my ass home and be a good dude. Anyway, that said, I am officially too old. Say that again.
Howard Hughes, that's his name.
Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes was known for a whole lot more than just being a recluse. So I don't know if I'm gonna accept that one.
Stop it.
Anyway, not on air at least. 2:30 a.m. Who ain't nobody staying out to do. Man, look, I am an old man now. Thanks to the quarantine.
I was out till like 3 o'clock this morning, party.
Out. Like in the streets.
Yeah, I mean it's just a guaranteed way to get Hoodie Marcus involved if I'm up that late. So there's just not I need to go to sleep.
Man, Marcus like a troll. If he don't get a certain amount of sleep, he wake up rah 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 rah. He ain't saying nothing more. He just said rah.
Tamara is blinking twice. She said, "Please send help. Blink twice if you need help, Tam."
You know why? Don't you? Damn, still drunk. Damn, still drunk this morning. She looked at me. She's like, "You gotta be drunk." I'm like, "Nah, it's work time."
Bruh. Let me not even flex. Let me not
even
flex.
Don't do it.
Just because, like I said.
Do it. You gotta do it.
Matter of fact, can I tell you the first time I ever turned down an opportunity to party was at your event, Marcus. Remember the event you had when I was living in Atlanta at that university? And everybody, Mundell was there, and everybody was like, "Hey, where we going next?" And I'm hyping, like, yeah, where we going next? And Mundell was like, "Yeah, let's go hit this spot and get some hookah." And I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds good."
See,
my old man hit right at that second, and I carried my ass home. And y'all went posted pictures for y'all. So that was the first time I think I've ever turned down an opportunity to party in the last year, or however long ago that was. It seemed like 10 years ago now, but that was 2020, wasn't it?
2019, October 2019, right?
October? Okay, there you go. All right, fellas. Any last words? All hearts and minds are clear?
I'm happy you ignored that statement, Ben. I'm very proud of you.
I missed it. I missed it.
You were very, very good. Like, that's all right.
Yo, no, I would have missed it anyway. I would have ignored it because we ain't gonna get canceled on the show now. We ain't getting
my dad don't need to get involved. Let's go ahead and just move on.
No, we move on. Reverend Donna is in the house. Reverend Donna.
Text me, Marcus.
Y'all double entendres trying to get us canceled on this show. Anyway, we at the end. Let's play this closing music and get the hell out of here. We'll see everybody. We actually are literally at 1 hour, 58 minutes and 10 seconds. By the time the music get done playing, it would have been a whole 2 hours of political thirst trap. We will see you all tomorrow.
I got the plug in the city.
No life update.
I done tried 9 to 5, do the say work. Do the say work. Bitch, I done tried 9 to 5 and do the say work. Bitch, I was born black. Can't no whites compare to that. I done seen a lot of niggas lose their lives cause of that, and that's a born fact. Cause I'm black, I'm supposed to lay down and take the shit you giving me. Well, bitch, I ain't gon' stay down. My hands up, screaming, don't shoot. Because I'm black, these pigs, they be quick to let it loose. We gotta come together, take a stand now, get this man laying out the White House, we done playing around.